I used to think it was normal for me to use the washroom about 4 5 times in a day, and most of the times it was immediately after a meal. And I never really thought that maybe this is problematic and I should think more into it about why this is happening. But it went on like that for a couple of years, and I never really gave it any importance because there were no other symptoms as bloating or water retention or stuff like that until a few months ago, wherein I just started being mindful about what I'm eating and how that makes me feel. So a random thought just popped in my head that maybe the frequency of me using the washroom is just too much, because usually people use the washroom for like once or twice a day. So what I did was I just randomly out of the blue removed wheat completely from my diet. And you won't believe that in a day's time, my frequency of using the washroom reduced to once or max twice a day. Now, just to be double sure about the fact that this was wheat and nothing else that was causing this kind of digestive distress, I started eating normally again. By normally, I mean that instead of rice-based things as carbohydrates, I again incorporated something like a chapati or a khakra or a chapati bhaji and those regular foods that a Gujarati family eats. And immediately, right from that day onwards, not even a day's time, immediately after a meal, I had to rush to the washroom. And the speed at which my body reacted to the inclusion and exclusion of gluten was a number one sign that told me that my body does not digest gluten and is intolerant to it. So this might be an eye-opener for you, because in conventional Hindu families, wheat is a very integral part of our diets, and it might not come to us naturally to think that something as common as wheat can be so problematic. Trust me on this, if you have any kind of doubt about a particular food group suiting you, just take that step and remove that particular food from your diet and see how it makes you feel. The results are almost always instantaneous, and you'll be so surprised about how something as simple as just removing a certain food from your diet makes you feel so good.